Hi, this is Leigh Ambergy, stampwithleigh.com. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mentor, Ohio, and thank you so much for joining me on today's video. This is the card that I'm going to be making, and usually I change it up, but I don't think I am. I think we're just gonna just stay with what I got. So anyway, this is the card, and it features the Petal Park stamp set. My little hello greeting is from the Gorgeously Made. That's that right there. And then I use the stylish shaped dies for the die cut circle and the greeting. So this was a card at a club class, and this is what I originally did. And then I was like, yeah, I like that. But then I thought, what if I pop the greeting up? So I kind of like that better. But there's options. So we've also, what am I using? Very Vanilla cardstock, Lost Lagoon cardstock, and the Inked Botanicals Designer Series paper. I'm also, for the inks, I'm using Lost Lagoon, Petal Pink, and Calypso Coral. So just a few things to point out that's just a little bit different. Here's my stamps. And here's the punch, the Petal Park punch that coordinates with it. And I want to show you a little trick for making sure that when you stamp this, it is exactly lined up with your punch. And I just realized I did not have a piece of cardstock. So I'm rummaging for my, to stamp my flowers with. So, you take a piece of scrap cardstock, and I think this is thick basic white, and I punched it out, and then I wrote on here top, so that I know this is the top of my cardstock. And then I keep this inside my stamp case. I just throw that in there. But to get my stamps lined up exactly, here is my little template. So I'm putting my stamps down. So this is the side that's going to pick up on my block. So these sort of fit in there. It's like a little template. So my stamps fit in there, and I'm going to put this back in my case so I don't lose it. So I just throw it in there, and we're going to be all set to go. Second thing is that usually the rule of thumb is to stamp first and then die cut, punch, whatever. And I did not pull my stamp out. This card's a little different. I kept trying to stamp this and I didn't like it. And then trying to figure out how to die cut the circle. So it was like, okay, Leigh, do the opposite. Die cut first and then stamp so that you can see where you're stamping and what you're doing. So that's what I did. Yeah. So I am just stamping my stamp where I think I want it. Oh, that was really juicy on there. I'm gonna put there. And I think that's it. I think that's it for my leaves. So again, I'm going to close up my stamp pad so I don't stick my fingers in it. All right, so I am going to stamp the outline image of my stamp. And this I know is going to be a little bit too thick. I think I really only need 2.5. So I know this is the top. That's in the Calypso Coral. And then the inside of my flowers, I am stamping, gosh, I am just sticking my fingers in my ink pads galore. I'm stamping this with the Petal Pink, and I'm probably going to be out of range, but I need to get my head right exactly on top of this to line this stamp up. So if you're finding out you're having a hard time lining things up, place your head right exactly over what you're stamping. Sometimes I have to stand up and do it. Sometimes it's just a matter of scooching my chair closer to my desk. But yeah. All right, so we're going to, done with that. We're going to punch this out. And there we go. That's done. It also punches out the leaf, but we didn't need that. So I want those there. I'm going to put that over there. So I've got a panel of Lost Lagoon, and all the measurements for this will be listed on my blog below this video. So if you are watching this from, oh man, and I put that on the wrong side, on YouTube, there is a link you can copy and paste. So we're going to use an adhesive remover. We're going to get the adhesive off of there because I wasn't paying attention and I've got the adhesive on the wrong side. So I probably could have just used that side, but I don't like that side. So yep, I make mistakes in stamping just like everybody else. So we'll get that off of there. And if you do have an adhesive remover, you want to make sure that you go in one direction. You don't want to go back and forth like you would with if you were erasing like your pencil marks. With an adhesive remover, you want to go in the same direction all the time. You don't want to go back and forth. That could have a tendency to rip your paper. So I'm going to use my fingers and just make sure, yep, everything's gone. Now we're going to get the adhesive on the side it's supposed to go on. Okay. And sometimes I turn my paper on its side, and that sometimes helps me a little bit more to get something straight. So I'm just trying to get this even Stevens on the outside because I'm using the Lost Lagoon ribbon, and we're going to put that, you could leave that if you like, that seam open, but that's not what I wanted to do. So I'm going to grab some glue dots. Put that on the ends of my ribbon. Yep, didn't pick it up on that one, I don't think. Okay. And I'm just going to cover that opening with my ribbon. Again, like I said, you could leave the opening there. It would be fine. But I like, the ribbon helps add a little bit texture, a little bit dimension to it. My card base is very vanilla, 5.5 by 8.5. And I'm just going to fold that and burnish with a bone folder. This panel is going to be centered onto the card base, hopefully. And I am going to apply some extra adhesive, over the ribbon areas. Like I said, hopefully get this centered. There we go. Now the fun part is, where do I want to put my flowers on here? Because there are gaps, and that's what I'm wanting to do. It's just sort of like fill in the gaps. So I do need dimensionals on the back of these, and I'm just going to grab the mini dimensionals, because that's what I grabbed first. And on this one, I think I might put 2, just because it's just a little bit bigger. I'll remove the backings and figure out where I want to put this. So probably put, I think I'll put, I think I might put that one there. Go slide that one in there. And then the little baby one. And put over here. I think I might move this one over just a little bit. Okay, kind of on the edge, but not off. I'm going to put my adhesive on here. Put this in the center. And then I've already stamped my hello and cut that out with the stylish shapes dies. And I've got mini dimensionals on the back of that. And I'm going to put this right here. So there we go. And when we made this for a club, I had them, give them a scrap of the, again, a piece of the Inked Botanicals Designer Series paper, and they put that on their envelope. So this is today's project. Oh, I didn't put the bling. Jeez Louise. Do I want to put, on this, I used the ombre matte dots, but I'm thinking maybe the brushed metallic or the iridescent pastel. I'm thinking I'm going to put these on. I'm thinking, put this one here. And I use these two smaller ones. Are you going to stay on there for me? I'm not sure that's going to stay. So use your piercer or take your pick tool, get a dimensional on there, get it to stay. Okay, get it to stay. And then use your piercer. We're going to put another dimensional back there. There we go. That's how you can get, once something's down, that's how you can get a dimensional behind it. Okay, there. So yeah, I used the iridescent pastel gems for this one. So that's it. Very pretty card. Easy. Just stamping, die cutting, and embellishments. So thanks so much for joining me on today's video. I appreciate that you took the time to stop by. Have a great day. Bye.